Hallie Jackson, thank you.
Senator Marco Rubio is in Columbia, South Carolina this morning as well. He joins us live for an exclusive Today Show interview. Senator Rubio, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
As we just heard there, Donald Trump last night down in South Carolina making those controversial comments about this American general more than a century ago, rounding up about 40 Muslims in the Philippines and shooting them with bullets that had been dipped in pig's blood. Let's not even talk about whether it's actually true. What do we make of the sentiment here?
Yeah, it's bizarre. Look, it's bizarre, and I'm sure people are offended. I hope people were offended by that. That's not what the United States is about. It's doubtful whether that even happened. I've never heard that story before. And so, look, we're in a very weird year here, and obviously these things are going on. People are saying whatever they want in politics today, and there seems to be no accountability. We're going to continue to focus on our message. I'm sure this is an issue we're going to have a debate over here over the next few days. The presidency is a serious job. I mean, it is, especially now, more than ever. And so I hope we can get this campaign back focused on the serious aspect of it and not the circus aspect of it that now every day seems media.
With that said, evangelicals are a large voting bloc in South Carolina, and yet Donald Trump is leading in the polls. So what's your thought on why Trump is pulling those evangelicals, and then what's your message to them?
Well, first of all, let's see what happens today. I mean, that's the poll that counts. Who cares what somebody wanted to do 72 hours ago? People now have to go vote. They have to make a real decision. And we'll feel good about what the indicators are. And you ask about evangelical voters. You know, evangelical voters are people that care, obviously they care about the freedom to be able to live out the teachings of their faith. They want our culture to reflect our Judeo-Christian values that have made this nation so strong, but they also care about national security. They also work, so they care about the economy. They have young children and young adults in their families, so they care about the cost of going to college and health care and everything else that matters to Americans. So our message to them is the same message we have for everyone. We are going to return to the principles of limited government and free enterprise and a strong national defense. And if we do that, and we do it now, America has a chance to be better than it's ever been. If we don't, then we're going to be the first Americans that leave our kids worse off than ourselves. That's the choice this morning here.
Senator Jeb Bush, as you know, his brother campaigned for him there in South Carolina in the Low Country earlier this week. He had his mother campaigning with him yesterday in the upstate as well. He finished 6th in Iowa. You edged him out there in New Hampshire. He lost the endorsement of Governor Haley, said he was disappointed by that. How crucial is it that you beat your mentor, Jeb Bush, today and possibly knock him out of the race for good?
Well, we don't view it that way. I'm not in a direct competition with him. That's something people talk about in the media, but that's not the way we view it. We want to do as best as we can. I mean, we want to get as many votes as we can. I have tremendous admiration for the Bush family and for him. I mean, I'm not running against him. I never got into this race to prevent him from winning. I'm in this race because I want to be president of the United States, and the things I stand for, people can go on my website and see. It's marcorubio.com. You can go on there and see why I'm running, and it isn't to stop anybody else. I still have tremendous personal respect and affection for him and for his family, and he was a great governor of Florida and is a good man, and we'll see how things turn out today.
Senator, really quickly here, I was down in South Carolina this week. A lot of folks talking about that endorsement you picked up, not just from Nikki Haley, but from Trey Gowdy in the upstate, Tim Scott as well. You've got a lot of popular Republicans there in South Carolina backing you. If you don't finish in the top 2 today in the Palmetto State, is that considered a loss for your campaign?
No, I think we need to remember a couple things. This is still a very crowded field. I mean, there are 6 people running legitimate full-scale campaigns here, and that's usually not the case. By the time you get to South Carolina, for example, 4 years ago, it was basically everyone knew it was down to Mitt Romney and Newt Gingrich. And now you have 6 people, 4 of whom are running full-time campaigns here, or 5 of whom are doing so, and John Kasich, who came in 2nd in New Hampshire and has been in and out of the state, but has done some work here as well. So this is a very different election from any other year, and I think the key is there's a winnowing going on in this race. We saw that after New Hampshire. I think we'll see a little bit of that after South Carolina. And I think once you get this race down to 2, 3, or 4 people, you're going to have a much clearer, more traditional campaign. Until then, you know, states like this will be important, but for a lot of people, it's about whether you can keep going on. I know this. We're leaving here tonight, and we'll be in Nashville, Tennessee, and in Nevada tomorrow. We feel real good about the weeks to come.
Senator Marco Rubio in Columbia, South Carolina for us this morning. Senator, thank you for your time. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's turn